Mohamed Salah wins another PFA Player of the Year award. You know what time it is? He's a legend. He's done it again. One season wonder. Big up Mohamed Salah and the rest of the guys that made it into the PFA Team of the Year. Not only that, civil war breaks out at Newcastle. Alexander Isak speaks out for the first time. But that wasn't the only thing that was said yesterday night. Newcastle are now saying Isak is not for sale again. But was their statement harsh enough? We're about to get into it, people. Also, one last thing. Marc Guehi, reports are coming out that there could be a compromise. We're going to speak about that as well, people. So, people, bless up. It's Team Kopish. Morning meet up. Let's get into it. A lot to dissect, people.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kopish.
Being free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're at 10 champions, we the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap and drifty go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish, this is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kopish, this is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Bless up, people. It's your boy, man like Matt. It's Team Kopish. Another morning meet up. We are here again. Bless up to everybody. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button already. You know what I'm going to say. We are on the road to 40K. I would really appreciate that if we could get there. I keep saying this to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So big up to those people that haven't potentially subscribed. I would like you to subscribe. Now you know what time it is. It is Team Kopish. It's your boy, man like Matt. People, hope you guys enjoyed the new intro as well. I'm sure you guys have seen it a few times. You get me? I think the new intro is cold. If I don't say so myself. Big up John, who created that tune. You get me? Make sure you go check out John the Second. Also, unless you went to sleep early, you would have found out a lot happened. Not only in the PFA Awards, but a certain striker spoke out. But not only did he speak out, his club also spoke as well. So it's kind of techie, it's kind of peak. So we're going to get into that. But let's start with the positives. And the positives are Mohamed Salah again wins the PFA Player of the Year award for the third time in his Liverpool career. If I'm not mistaken, he is the only player in Premier League history to win this award 3 times. This is record breaking for Mohamed Salah, you know. I'm going to read out some statistics for you guys. Mohamed Salah played 38 games last year. He didn't miss one game in the Premier League. He scored 29 goals and got 18 assists and only got 1 yellow card. In the Premier League, he played 3,380 minutes. In all competitions, Mohamed Salah played 52 times, scored 34 goals and got 23 assists. I mean, what we didn't already know about this legend. One season wonder, remember, when he first entered the league. One season wonder, yeah? Man's been here now for, 7-8 seasons now. And still doing up these numbers. I can't lie to you, Mohamed Salah is one of the greatest players of all time. And for some strange reason, he still gets disrespected. Do you want to bet he's probably not even in the top 3 for Ballon d'Or, which is insane. And don't get me wrong, you got people like Yamal and Dembele, which are absolutely sensational. But if you're talking about just league in totality, Mohamed Salah has to be right up there in the running, at least for top 3. Can't disrespect Dembele, who won, a treble and won the Champions League. You can't disrespect Yamal. Absolutely sensational. He won he won the Liga, and I think they won the Cup as well. So you have to give them credit. But you see Salah, what he's doing at his age as well. That's what people have to factor in. You get what I'm trying to say? Salah does this year after year after year. We probably haven't seen consistency, if we've been honest, like this, like Ronaldo and Messi. Not on the same numbers. Like, obviously, them man there were absolutely insane, getting like 40 goals a season and 30 goals a season for how many years? Not saying Salah's necessarily hitting 30 something every single year, even though he probably does. But the consistency, year in, year out, it doesn't matter. This guy always produces. And not only that, one thing I love about Salah as well, Salah's not afraid as well to speak up about certain things that was happening in the world. When he called out with this post the other day about someone passing, and Salah was like, well, so how did he pass? Is that what you're going to say? That's one thing I love about him. Never afraid to speak his mind. This guy's just, he's on another level, bro. Where is it? I wanted to speak about, where is it? Where's the team of the, all right, so here's the team of the year as well. Some Liverpool players made it, as you guys know. So Kirkes made it. Virgil made the team of the year. Salah, McAllister, and Gravenberch. That was the PFA team of the year. So we've got, including, obviously, Kirkes is now one of us. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? Oh my God, mad. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 5. We got 5 players. Look at Grav there as well. Big up Grav, who very much well deserved. McAllister again. And people want to say our midfield, we've got a problem with our midfield. Yeah, maybe we got a problem with maybe rotations. But if we're talking about as a duo, as a combination, best two pivot players in the league as a combination, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting Declan Rice, who's right up there, and Caicedo, but I feel like their partners are nowhere near in it. We have the best combination. I just want to make that clear. When it comes to 1-2 punch, bang, can't talk to us, bro. And we're going to prove people again why. Do you get what I'm saying? Virgil again in the team of the year. Salah, obviously. McAllister, Gravenberch, and even Kirkes. Them man, they are cold, you know. And we need to put some more respect. And I hope rivals also understand as well. Do you get what I'm saying? I've got to show respect to the other guys that made it. Saliba and Gabriel. Although I would have put Konate in there, but maybe that is biased. But then some people would say, look at Konate after the injury. That is true. But I didn't think Saliba had the greatest year. I definitely think Gabriel is definitely a part of it. There's even also arguments for, who's the other defender that I thought would have another good season? Hoyson had a very good season as well. Declan Rice, obviously ever present. You could argue, though, that Caicedo had a better season than Declan Rice. That's quite, yeah, that's, you could say. Who else is there? Chris Wood. To be fair, Chris Wood was crazy. He had a very good season. There's another player who's missing who we're going to speak about. We know who that player is. But I just wanted to just show some respect, man. You know what I'm saying? To Salah and the boys that made it. Big up Elijah. He says Salah will always be disrespected because he's African. No, it's crazy, you know. I don't understand why Salah doesn't get the respect that he deserves. There's always something with Salah. Oh, he's dribbling aesthetics. He's not the greatest. Brother, man is one of the best players in the world, bro. Can't we just stop nitpicking? Big up Beans on Toast. Smash the like button for the wing wizard. Big up your damn self, Beans on Toast. Big up AR. He says we need some squad depth and reinforcements on the bench. I agree with that as well. Big up A9. Yeah, big up DNGJ. Even Milinkovic as well. Milinkovic had a very good season as well. Forest. Yeah, Forest, that's what I'm saying. All right, big up John II. People, go check out John II. Serious artist. He's the one that created the tune for us as well. So make sure you go show John some love, people. You know what I'm saying? Big up John each and every time. My brother. Where is it? Big up JST. Salah is a creative winger plus a finisher. Lethal. Facts, bro. What's going on, Bruno? Big up. You never walk alone. Salah is the highest scoring foreigner in English top flight history. Yes, because he's above Aguero, isn't it? Big up, Brew Rider. Matt, thoughts on the UFC? I'll speak about that maybe a bit later, my broski. There's a lot of news to talk about today in regards to Liverpool, bruv. Trust me. Bag of news. So, all right, let's get on to what I know everyone wants to speak about, yeah? Let me just change this. Hold on 1 second, chat. Let me just pattern this real quick. We're going to speak about a certain striker who was missing. Alexander Isak. Isak finally spoke out last night during the PFA Awards. I'm going to read what he says. For those that potentially might have missed it. I'm proud to be recognized by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League team of the season for the 24-25. And first and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle who has supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what really is said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself, Alexander Isak. This is the first time that Isak has spoken, because there's been a lot of narratives. He's disrespecting Newcastle, rare. He should just get put back in his place. Why hasn't he said nothing? He's been too quiet. And he's right. The narrative has already been written for him. And now he finally gets to speak out. And he basically says, without saying it, I was promised a new contract, if I'm not mistaken, by the previous owners or previous chief executive and whatnot, sporting directors. That never came to fruition. He was probably also promised about how they were going to be a lot stronger in terms of making the team stronger. Because when Liverpool asked Virgil, like, how do you feel about next season? Virgil was like, it's going to be big things. I'm almost certain Newcastle would have said to Isak, we're gonna try and do big business. That hasn't transpired. Do you get what I'm saying? And if I don't know what else was said, we'll have to wait and see. But this saga's just gone mad now, because not only did Isak speak about this, yeah. Where is it? Newcastle then decided to respond with their statement. So let me go to Ben Jacobs. Where's the statement? Where's Newcastle's statement? All right. So here's Newcastle's statement. I'll read out Newcastle's statement, yeah? All right, then. Newcastle. Actually, no. Wait. Let me go to Newcastle's proper statement. I want this one. Well, I'm tired. Let me go Newcastle or something. Newcastle United. Let me read out the full statement. Where is it? Oh my God, mad. Where's Newcastle's statement? Ain't it on their Twitter? Or have I just breezed past it? Eh? Hey, there it is. I'm going mad. I was going mad, chat. All right, so. Oh, crap. You lot can't see it, can you? All right, let me get rid of this. I just realized you lot can't see that bit because it clicks onto another bit area. Okay, so it says, we are disappointed to be alerted to a social media post by Alexander Isak this morning. We are clear in response to Alexander remains under contract and no commitment has ever been made by official that Alex can leave Newcastle this summer. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their own wishes and we listen to their views. As explained to Alex's representatives, we must always take into consideration the best interests of Newcastle United, the team and our supporters, and in all decisions, we have been clear that the conditions of a sale have not transpired. We do not foresee these conditions being met. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family. Alex, what? Brother, what kind of statement is this? This is a proud football club and with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains part of our family and will be welcome back when he's ready to rejoin his teammates. So basically, Newcastle are basically saying, because we've been inept in terms of trying to sign any players or a striker, and Liverpool haven't put up that bid of what they deem to be acceptable, they're saying my man can be reintegrated into the team. And not only that, they're saying Isak has been lying because they said they never made no promises. Civil war is at Newcastle. And I'm not even going to lie, that statement, if you read between the lines, doesn't even say he's not for sale. They're just saying, as things currently stand, he will not be sold unless conditions are met. So, with that being said, I think it's kind of obvious. Buying their replacements, I don't even care what Newcastle will have to do. I'm going to be very pro-Liverpool now. So, Newcastle fans, you're going to hate me for saying this. Big up all the Newcastle fans, though, because they've been caught in the middle of this. This kind of has nothing to do with them. It's more to do with the club and Isak. It's got nothing to do that they're forcing Isak at the club or whatever. It's got nothing to do with that. This is a Isak and directors thing or whatever. Big up Specs as well, my dog. I hope you should be speaking to Specs later on today as well. You guys should know him. He's been on Never a Foul. I should be speaking to Specs later on today. Watch this space. It will be on my channel. Big up Specs every time. Newcastle, in my opinion, obviously had to say something. They were never going to allow Isak to say something and just not respond because it makes them look weak. Newcastle are trying to come out of this in the best way possible. They are also going to double down, even if it means they are lying, because they don't want to send any signal to other players that this is the way how you leave Newcastle. Not only that, though, they kind of have shot themselves in the foot because with all this going on, other strikers are going to be like, why would I go there? If I want to go to Newcastle and say I feel like they're a good place to go to, but I don't want to stay there for the rest of my career, why should it be this hard to leave a football club? If what Isak is saying is true and he has certain promises, how is that going to look for Newcastle? I'm going to be honest right now. Don't be surprised if Isak hands in a transfer request. Because I don't see how it just stops here. I really don't, people. You're telling me Isak has finally spoken out and he said promises have been made, and then Newcastle now come back and say, nah, that's not the case. And you're telling me that's it. And then they're just going to say, yeah, you can reintegrate when you're ready. Nah, you're taking the piss. If I'm Isak, when I say to you, I'm putting in transfer requests, then royalties or whatever you were going to earn, don't worry about that. We'll pattern you up at Liverpool. We'll get that patterned up. You get what I'm trying to say? We'll sort all that out because that's mad. I think it's just the whole saga has just been an absolute joke, if I'm being honest. It's been a joke because even some of the Newcastle journalists saying, oh, if they would have got Ekatike, Isak would have been sold. Wait a minute. The whole PR line from Newcastle and their journalists was 4-4-2. We want Ekatike to play alongside Isak. But now all of a sudden you want to change the narrative. We're not stupid over here. We're not dumb. Even Newcastle fans will tell you that. Like, what kind of narrative are Newcastle really trying to run it? Because at first it was, we're trying to get Ekatike to play 4-4-2, rare. And now it's, but if you would have given us Ekatike, we probably would have sold him. That's lies. And I'm so glad Liverpool didn't fall into their foolishness. They cannot be trusted. Just goes to show, you see what I'm trying to say? They can't be trusted. What, we let them have Ekatike and they're like, yeah, see you later, bruv. We'll keep both of them. Nah, we're not doing that. Plus, we need 2 strikers. We want 2 top boys. We're trying to win the Premier League and the Champions League. Newcastle have been moving mad. I can't even lie. And now they're trying to do the whole, well, basically, like, we can't get no strikers. No one wants to sign. So, yeah, that's where we're at. We're back where we started. We hadn't moved anywhere. And I think, if I'm being honest, the reason why Isak got so frustrated is because he's seeing striker after striker after striker after striker get rejected. And thought, you lot are actually not really wanting to get a striker. Because I'm gonna be real. Yes, all the journalists have said they're looking for all these strikers, yeah. But you know when it's like actions speak louder than words. All I'm seeing every single report from every other journalist is, yeah, Newcastle looking at this person, Newcastle looking at this person. I don't see no beats. I don't see nothing. Big up Matthias Cunha in the chat. He's saying, Matt, he is wrong. It's Isak's fault. How is this Isak's fault? Isak has given Newcastle plenty of time to get this patterned. And there's also been reports, even from Ornstein, who had to backtrack and say Newcastle knew about this from the end of last season. They've had ample time to bring in a striker. But because Newcastle haven't gotten a striker, they're saying to Isak, well, we can't do what we're supposed to do, so you have to stay. Isak's been telling the man from time I want to go. So now they're forcing him to stay. Newcastle said he's lying. Remember, there's two sides to every story, innit? And I reckon it's somewhere in the middle. And what I think it is there were some promises that were made. But the problem is a gentleman's agreement don't mean nothing. That's the problem. So Newcastle can say there was no agreement because it's not written on paper. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Matthias Cunha? Because unless that thing was written on paper, that agreement don't mean nothing. And this is why you can't just trust people's word. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it don't matter how many years you have in your contract. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo at Man United. He spoke to Fergie, wanting to go. Ferguson said, all right, do one more year. All right, cool. Then he left. Do you get what I'm trying? Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. What you lot saying in the chat? Let me know your thoughts and feelings about the situation. Don't watch nothing. I'm absolutely convinced Isak is coming to us. I'm more concerned with Ibu's contract. Now, fair play. Bigger LFC network. Big up Frost Knight. He says, them Newcastle journalists are moving like defense linesman. Like, so I'm saying that the only one that's been consistent the whole way through is Craig Hope. Big up Craig Hope. Try to see if I can get him on the channel or something to have a conversation. He's the only one that's not being biased. He's just saying it how he sees it from his perspective, outside his perspective, and Newcastle's perspective. He's the only one. All the other Newcastle journalists have been so Newcastle biased. It's crazy, bro. What's this? Yeah, Keith Dowie too as well. He's another one. He's the one that he's been pretty consistent now, innit, Keith Dowie? I think it's that Luke Edwards brother, innit? That's the one that's trying to do this whole Newcastle thing from the beginning. He goes, I said from the beginning, Newcastle were never going to sell him. But then Newcastle have kind of just admitted that they were looking to sell him, but they now feel disrespected by Isak. So now they're saying they're not going to sell him. So Luke Edwards is clearly wrong in that. That's some joke man thing. Luke Edwards has just been chatting rubbish. What's happened is he's flipped a coin and the coin just happened to land on the side that he needed to land on. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He was not clued up about this at all because there was a lot of moving parts throughout this whole saga. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Bigger A9, Indy Cali. If we were in charge of Newcastle statements and wanted the player to stay, this is how we would word it. How would we have worded it? We respect Alexander Isak's wishes to explore new opportunities, but the club's interest always come first. The players not for certain Alexander Isak to come. Yes, fact. Like with the Coutinho thing, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Bigger Eddie Howe as well, though, because I'm not even gonna disrespect Eddie Howe at all. Like Eddie Howe, yeah, is the only one at the club that I actually really feel sorry for because Eddie Howe has been caught in the middle of it. He's even said like this whole decision is like it goes above him, and he's dealt with it very, very well. And I like Eddie Howe as well. Like all jokes aside, like it must be hard for him to kind of deal with this. He's got a club to manage and coach, and he's got all this dragging on behind the scenes, and how difficult it must be because he kind of knows as a human being to reintegrate Isak in this situation is going to be mad techie because Isak could clearly play football for another 6 months, but he knows he's probably not going to get the best out of Isak. Do you get what I'm saying? And what does that mean for the players around the club? Like, there's also unrest at Newcastle because you've got apparently some players that are Team Isak, and you've got other players that are Team Newcastle or Team not Isak, if that makes sense. So there's a lot going on, like a lot. Big up, yeah, what's going on, my dog? That request is pending. It's what I'm saying. Transfer request is pending. Elijah says Newcastle have let Eddie down. That's what I'm saying. They have. There's only 11 days left of the window, you know. Not a lot of time to get this deal done. I'm wondering whether the most likely scenario is Isak stays for 6 months and then we get him in January. And even then, it all comes down to Newcastle getting replacements. I don't trust Newcastle, bruv. They've been rejected by everybody. Like everybody, unfortunately. Part of it is their fault. Part of it is not their fault. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna. It's one of them ones where Newcastle try to shop with the big boys and realize that they're not part of the big boy crew, in it. That's all it is, in it. And they've had to kind of make readjustments to their signings. However, there's also a part of me that feels like they're not really trying. That, like, I feel like, and this is where I think, like, you know, when they say it's the straw that broke the camel's back, I feel like Isak's probably thought, you lot are just not trying, bruv. All this talk, yeah. You might not doing nothing. A man's just sitting there just wasting time, and I want to move. Big up Peter. He even says Callum Wilson left time ago. Facts, bro. They still can't get Weiser through the door because Weiser's going through the same thing Isak's going through. It's so crazy. This transfer window is just mad. Big up Clark. Yeah, Monday's game is going to be like, you know, old school Raw, where you just old school Monday Night Raw, where you just don't even know what's going to happen. Stone Cold fighting The Rock, Undertaker comes out, a Big Show comes out, then Kane comes through the ring. Bro, there's going to be a madness. I'm not even going to lie. I feel like we have to play our reserves because Newcastle's just going to try to injure all of our players, bro. And you know, when you got tugs like Joe Linton and them man there, bruv, it's going to be a long day on Monday, bruv. Big up John a second. Nah, Matt, I'll be real. It's completely their fault. They knew they had Champions League football. And it's just been poor planning from the get-go. Rookies. I agree it has been poor planning because them man ain't even got a sporting director. You got Eddie Howe's cousin or nephew doing transfers or stuff. It's going mad, bruv. It's going mad. Yeah, Newcastle's going to give me cinema. Sky picked the right. Get facts, my bro. Yeah, attitude error settings. You know them ones. Big up Kendall. Like, trust me. I'm gonna try to get Kendall on the show at some point as well. Whether it'll be here or my channel. Big up Kendall. She's watching. Kendall, look out for your phone. In fact, Kendall, I'll message you today. So, Kendall, if you're watching this show, she's probably not. Big her up. But yeah, man. If anyone even knows Kendall, tell her to go check her phone. Because I need to speak to some Newcastle fans. You get me? Because it's getting dark. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. I can't lie. People, smash the like button. There's over 400 people on YouTube, over 200 people on X. There's even people watching on Twitter as well. Big up everybody. If you can smash the like button, I'd really appreciate that, people, because Civil War is kicking off and it's going to get mad. Monday night, this up and coming Monday is going to be crazy. Big up Martin. Matt, have you in the copies that spoken to KG yet? No, not yet. But I'll speak to KG. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't want to get into all of that now, but I'll speak to KG. You get me? I'll speak to him. That's my brother. And you get me? Obviously, I haven't seen the full clip. I just know that someone posted a clip. You get what I'm trying to say? It wasn't said by him, but I know affiliation. It's one of them ones. So I'll speak to KG. And he's probably already aware, but I don't want to just start talking about business that, firstly, I haven't seen all of it. And not only that, there's certain things I kind of want to keep behind closed doors. And then obviously, if I'll let you guys know rare. But we've got to do this professional. You get me? I don't want to just be airing out things, even though that was said in the public by a certain person. We know that person is. I don't even want to give that person airtime because I just think he's an idiot. You get me? So, yeah. But I want to stay on topic, though. I don't want us to lose focus. We've got to stay focused. Get back in the car. You get me? Get back in the car, everybody. I don't want to give energy to that one idiot. I'm not talking about KG, but I'm talking about the other idiot, the Newcastle fan. Everybody knows who he is. Because he's already done mad stuff. Hence why everybody left him. And you get what I'm trying to say? I ain't even got time for that, brother. He knows what he done. And now he's speaking on stuff like that. I'm trying not to go mad. Big up Young Spray, I'm going mad. Because if I switch his curtains, Filter will just run up on man's set. You know them ones there? Find out where the studio is and just talk to man. You know them ones there? Because I will do that. Don't get twisted. Just have a conversation. You know, we want to have a conversation. It's, a nice little conversation. But anyways, where was I? Isak. Let me see if there's anything else regarding Alexander Isak, by the way, chat, while we're talking. Let me know your thoughts and feelings as well. You get me? I'm going to see if where is it now? If there's anything else that's been said regarding Isak. If not, we're going to move on to the next topic, and that is a certain defender. Let me just check Anfield sector and see if he's got anything new in regards to the Isak situation. I don't think there is, but I just feel like the situation is just getting mad. It's getting mad. 1 second, chat. Where is it? Right. And run at the likes, people, as well. Come on, you know what time it is. Shabai man like my morning meetup, soon to be afternoon. What's the time now? 11:19. Whoever's having a blessed morning as well, or afternoon or evening, whenever you decide to watch this, you know what time it is, people. Right, let's get this Newcastle freaking statement off the screen. I don't want to see that, bruv. One thing I do want to speak about is Marc Guehi, because Dave Kopish has said, this was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday evening around 6:37. He said, Liverpool are hoping to secure the signing of Marc Guehi as early as this week. Liverpool were initially hoping to pay around 30 mil, and a fee closer to 40 mil total is expected with add-ons. So David Kopp reckons that Liverpool are going to find some type of compromise with Crystal Palace and see if we can get this deal over the line. Because this deal, again, I think Palace, they know that they can't keep him. They can't afford to lose him on a free. Liverpool have done great business so far. We've got Giovanni Leone through the door. Obviously, this week just gone. Guehi is obviously a top target for us. And me personally, I do think he still gets done. I think the longer it goes on in closer to like the transfer deadline day, I feel like that deal's gonna get over the line, people. I can't lie. I think it does. I really think it does. Oh, is this the case? They're looking for a replacement. They go, oh, don't start this all over again. What? But not Newcastle. Palace would have known that Guehi's been wanting to go for time, innit? You know what I'm saying? They would have known from time. It's Marc Guehi, innit? Yeah, I call it Guehi. Yeah, that's exactly how I said it, Beans on Touch. Yeah. But listen, we can't go into a season with Van Dijk, Konate, Leone, and Gomez. Van Dijk is the best in the world. Konate, for me, is still one of the best defenders in the world. But again, I don't know what's going on with Ibu. His head could have been turned by Madrid. If you want to listen to some people, going off the game that he played, you would say yes, but it's hard to say. He could have just had a terrible, shocking game. You got Leone, who's just entered the league. So again, there has to be a period of adaptation where Leone has to get used to the league. He could start very well. He could start very badly. That's going to take some time. You get me? And then you've got Gomez, who unfortunately does pick up a lot of injuries. We cannot go into the season with that quartet of centre-backs. We need another centre-back. And I really hope we get this Guehi deal over the line, because I think it is imperative that we do. Big up Yard said, I've got more faith in Crystal Palace find a replacement. I'll be so real. Yeah, so do I, bro. So do I. But at the same time, it's still relying on another team to sort out their thing, innit? Big up Ganto. If Newcastle were able to land Wilson in the next days and Liverpool came to the table offering 130, then Newcastle might have a decision to make. Yeah, I agree with that. Smash the likes, people, as well. Come on, man. There's over 400 people on YouTube, man. Smash them likes, people. I'd really, really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this video up to 500 likes as well once this video finishes as well. What's this? Leone gonna save us a few mil in the future. I agree. I really hope he does as well. I really hope so. But yeah, Guehi, I hope it gets done. It needs to get done. It is an important signing, or potential signing that needs to happen at Liverpool, because I think it's too risky with the centre backs that we had. You get me? So let's hopefully Liverpool get that done. Right, people, listen. I'm gonna leave it there. But if any other breaking news happens, we will be there. Don't get it twisted. Also, keep an eye on my personal channel later on today. I should hopefully, I don't want to say too much, but I should hopefully be speaking to a Newcastle fan later on today on my channel, the Map One Show. So go tune in over there. Make sure you put on your notifications over on my show, over on Kopish, over on GCTV, over on the Sanderson Show as well. There's a lot of stuff happening. I think this saga is nowhere near done with Isak. I think it continues up until the last day of the window. There's a lot to happen. So yeah, man, make sure you're there, people. So just a little recap. Salah wins another Player of the Year award, PFA, record breaker, third time in his career, only player to do that. Alexander Isak finally speaks out, and then Newcastle hit back with their statement. And Marc Guehi, is there going to be a compromise this week? We're about to find out, people. So, people, listen. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. You get me? I've enjoyed the show. I hope you guys have as well. Enough love to each and every one of you. We are on the road to 40K. I think we're close to 38. We really appreciate if we get to 40. Like I said, keep your notifications on. I'll be live later on today on my channel, hopefully speaking to one, if not maybe two Newcastle fans, because I think I want to get their perspective on it. So that's going to be a very, very good show. I might get some Liverpool fans as well, so stay tuned. It might be a little panel show. If not, it might be just a sit down with another person. I don't know yet. But people, listen. Bless up. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy, Man Like Matt. It's Team Kopish. I'll see you later on today, people. Enough love. Take care. God bless. I'm out.